Welcome back to Flock TV, recommendations for TV to which you should flock. And speaking of TV that succeeds, nothing succeeds quite like HBO's Succession. You've probably heard of it. It's been on for 2 seasons, and on October 17th, the new one begins. Succession's kind of a mashup between King Lear and an uncomfortable dip into Rupert Murdoch's media empire, along with the rapid-fire, scathing dialogue of Veep. If you haven't watched it yet, you're in for a treat, though not at first. The first couple of episodes are a bit jarring as you slowly realize you don't actually like a single character. Never have you seen a family made up of such self-interested, venal, entitled schemers. Then, as you get midway through season 1, it begins to dawn on you they actually do care for each other in their own twisted, tortured, painfully awkward way. And in doing so, their vulnerabilities start to peek through their armor of privilege. Finally, you begin to fully realize what it is you're actually watching, a very dark comedy wrapped in a very dark drama. Or is it the other way around? And thanks to the extensive research of series creator Jesse Armstrong, you get to experience the extremes of life for the ultra-wealthy, the disposable ways they treat the objects and people who serve them, with the latter often interchangeable with the former. Ever playing the complicated voice of authority, as well as the voice of McDonald's, Brian Cox is Logan Roy, the patriarch of a multi-billion-dollar media conglomerate. The premise is quite simple. As the aging chairman, Logan needs to choose a successor. He has 4 grown children to consider, each with their own strengths and weaknesses, some with a lot more of one than the other, but each has an eye on the throne of Waystar. Yes, it's Game of Thrones, but with Patek Philippe, Armani, Ray-Bans, and Mercedes-Benz. So, come for the trappings of wealth, astonishingly blunt turns of phrases, and impeccable staging and acting, especially the visceral approach by Jeremy Strong playing Logan's son Kendall, and then stay for the surprising machinations of these flawed characters. At some point, unlike the start of the series, you do begin to care about these very, very horrible people, or at least to see where they end up succeeding. One errant thought: Logan Roy built his kingdom over the moral objections of his brother Ewan, played by the always brilliant James Cromwell. Their fraught histories hinted at, and once Succession has run its course, I'm totally on board for the prequel to see the tale of the nasty path Logan took to his success. Please share your thoughts on the series below, and then remember to like and subscribe to our channel. See you next time on Flock TV.